Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, you are welcome. My name is Anita Phone, and if you haven't subscribed, kindly subscribe, hit the notification bell to get notified each and every time I upload a new tutorials on my channel. If you're a old member, you are welcome back. Thank you for coming back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you on how to draft this pattern step by step. So if you want to know how, I'll be going about it. Keep on watching. First thing I did was to go ahead and fold my pattern into two. When I was done doing so, I went ahead to draw a straight line, which is going to be my shoulder line. I'll take my shoulder measurement, which is 14. 14 divided by 2 is going to give me 7. I'm going to slant it down by 1 inch. After slanting it down by 1 inch, I'll move now to the armhole deep. If you don't know how to get the armhole deep, divide around your bust by 6, then you add 1.5 inch to it. So I'll just go ahead to mark this point up like that. I'm going to connect it up like so. After doing so, the next thing I'm going to do is I'll go ahead for the neck width and for the neck deep by 3 by 3 inch. Then I'll go ahead and connect it up like so. Then I'll connect my shoulder slant as well. I'll go ahead now to measure whatever I have from this point and divide it by 2, which is 7.5. Divided by 2 is going to give me 3.075. I'm going to go in by 3/4 inch. Then the next thing I'll do is to take around my bust and divide it by 4. Mine is 34. 34 divided by 4 is going to give me 8.5. I will mark that up and I'll connect it up like that. The next thing I'm going to do is to measure from my shoulder to my bust point, from my shoulder to my under bust, which is 13 inch, and from my shoulder to my half length, which is 16 inch. I'll go ahead and connect it up like so. The next thing I'm going to do is to go ahead, take my nipple to nipple measurement, which is 8 divided by 2 is going to give me 4. I'll go ahead and mark and connect it up like that. After doing so, I will measure up whatever I have here, and my shoulder, which is 4. 4 divided by 2 is going to give me 2. I'll go ahead, mark and connect it all the way to the chest line. Then I'm going to go ahead now to create up my dart. At this downer part, I'll be marking half inch both side. Then when I come at the under bust, I'm going to mark 1 inch and 1 inch both side. Then at the bust point line, I'm going to go down by 3/4 inch. If you're somebody that is that bossy, go down up to 1 inch. Then for my chest line, I'm going to go up by 1.5 inch. After doing so, I'll just go ahead to connect those points up like this. Then I'm going to connect this part as well, making sure it is not sharp around there. When I'm done doing so, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come to this point and connect it up with a straight line. After connecting it up with a straight line, I'm going to go out by 3/4 inch both sides. Then I'll go ahead and connect it up like this. When I'm done doing so, the next thing I'm going to do is I want to come here. I'm going to go up by half inch. Connect it up like that. Then I'll go ahead and put 1/4 of my round bust, which is 34. 34 divided by 4 is going to give me 8.5. I'll just go ahead, mark, and I'm going to connect it up like that. You see what I've just done there? Then I'm going to flip up this part here. After doing so, what I'm going to do is I will come here to the center. I'm going to come from the chest line. I'm going to go up by 3/4 inch. Then I'll go ahead to connect this point up like that. You can connect it all the way to your chest line, but that is up to you. Then after doing so, I'm just going to go ahead. I will take round my bust, which is 34. 34 divided by 4 is going to give me 8.5. I'm going to add the dart allowance. that whatever you borrow from the dart, you're going to replace it back. I'll do the same thing to my underbust. Take around my underbust, which is 30 divided by 4 is going to give me 7.5, and I'm going to replace by the dart allowance. I'll come here on my waist. I'm going to take around my waist, which is 27 divided by 4 is going to give me 7. Then I'm going to go back and add up that dart allowance. After doing so, I'll just connect that up like that and cut it up like so. After cutting it up, what I will do is to go ahead and open it up like that. This way we'll be able to create the other side of the top. I'm just go ahead now, connect all my lines. After connecting that line, I'll just measure up whatever I have here, which is 4, and divide it by 2, which is 2. Okay, connect it all the way like that. You see what I've just done here? Now I'll just go ahead to come here. I'm going to go in a little bit, but you can leave yours like that. This is optional. I will fold it up so I'll be able to mark the nipple to nipple measurement. Okay, which mine was 8 divided by 2 gave me 4. I went ahead and marked that up, then I just connect it up with a straight line. I'm going to go ahead and create my dart of 3/4 inch here, 3/4 inch and 3/4 inch. After connecting that 3/4 inch both sides, you're going to come to the bust point line and go down by 3/4 inch like we did for the other side. Repeat the same thing right there. And I'm going to go ahead now just to connect it up like you can see me doing. Then I'm going to connect it up while making sure there's nothing being sharp around there. You see how I've just connected that up? Then I'm just going to go ahead and place it up like that. From here, I'll bring it all the way to this point. Look at what we have here. So, but I'm going to go ahead. I'll be coming in by 0.25 right there, okay, to make it look very nice and smooth. After doing so, what we're going to do is we're going to move that aside. We'll be drafting up the back. For the back, we're still going to go ahead and fold our pattern like we did for the front. Put your shoulder divided by 2, slant it down by 1 inch, move down to the armhole deep, which was 7.5. Then we just go ahead to connect the shoulder slant, measure up whatever we have and divide that by 2. But at this time around, we're not going in. Instead, we'll just connect it from the midpoint outside. Mark the nipple to nipple, then you create your dart of 1/2 inch both sides for the back. Okay, now what I'm going to do is we're going to measure up whatever we have for the front, and we're also going to replace it back here. After doing so, I'm just going to go ahead now. I will open up my pattern. When I'm done open this up, what I will do is to just go ahead. I will take my curve ruler. I'm going to place it up like this. I'm going to take it all the way to the other armhole like this. The back is very easy to create. As you can see, I made a mistake there because we have to take that line all the way to the armhole for it to be able to match up the other side of the armhole. Okay, so you want to make sure that it's the same. So I'll go ahead now and reconnect the second curve like this all the way to that armhole. Once we're done doing so, I'm just going to go ahead. I'll mark up the nipple to nipple measurement like I did for the other side. You're also going to come in here a bit by just 0.25, okay, in. Then you mark the nipple to nipple measurement like we did. You see, I'm measuring it from the center. Mark that and connect. You're going to go out by 1/2 inch both sides. Connect it up like that. Okay, the back is very simple to create. Then so I'm going to go ahead now, cut it up like this. Look at how I'm cutting it so you don't make a mistake while cutting yours. Right, so we'll move to the front now. We'll just cut it up like this, bring it up like that, and cut up all your that, so you can see me doing. and do the same thing to the other side. And once we're done cutting it, we are done with this tutorial. So I hope you find it helpful. If you do, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, like, comment, and share. I hope to see you on my next DIY. Bye.